Welcome along, people, to another one of my little videos. And as you can probably tell, I'm not on my bike. I am on, hang on, Harley Davidson Pan America. The nice people, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, the nice people at Newmarket Harley Davidson swallowed a fly. This is not going too well, is it? Gave me a call and asked me if I would like to come back and take their demo bike out for a spin. How could I refuse? It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Anyway, I've literally been on it for 3 minutes. Let me get my bearings, get myself comfortable on the bike, and I'll report back soon. Now, I do know that if I'd have gone that way off the roundabout, that I would be going out of town, but I've purposely come into town because I want to see how the fueling is. I want to see how the throttle response is at low speeds and just get that over and done with, and then head out onto something a little bit quicker, do some motorway kind of speeds, do a little bit of twisty stuff, and take some photographs, do a little bit of a walk around of the bike, just generally a first impressions, first ride of the brand spanking new Harley Davidson Pan America. Okay, let's get through town and see how we go. First off, looking at the bike, I did actually expect the mirrors to be more of a tuck and look. They're not. They actually work quite nicely. I can see pretty much what's behind me. Could feel the vision. Thumbs up for the mirrors. My legs feel slightly more cramped than I'm used to because I've got long gangly legs. Clearly my fault. So slightly more sporty than I'm used to. Uncomfortable? No. The bars are nicely positioned, nicely set. You feel like it's a comfortable kind of stance. Yeah, it's a comfortable stance to have your hands at. I don't know if stance is the right word, but it's comfortable. It's not overly far of a stretch. It was particularly easy to get that into neutral coming to a stop. I have got cruise control on here. There's heated grips, rider modes, hazard lights. I really like the TFT screen. It's not fussy. It tells you basically what you want to know. Down in the bottom right hand corner is your fuel gauge, your odometer right in the middle, rev counter around the outside, and just below the S, which is your riding mode, is your speed. As you can probably tell, you can see it going up and down. So here we are in very low speed, in traffic. Fueling's very smooth, no problems at all. Feels balanced, so no issues with trying to struggle along or walk the bike along in traffic. We're in Newmarket, so I have to be careful especially going up along this way. There's a lot of horses cross the road on a daily basis. There's lots of horses around here, lots of horses in here too. So it is in sports mode, so I expect the suspension to be slightly harsh. Now I've just hit the manhole cover, and let's hit another one. It's alright, nothing wrong with that. And that's in sports mode, so let's just go to road. And the nice thing is, whereas on my BMW I have to pull the clutch in to go between riding modes, I don't on this bike. I literally just hit the mode button and it goes through the modes as you click. Now I'm in road mode now, so I'll expect the suspension to be slightly softer. It holds speed nicely. What I find on some of the bikes with the fly-by-wire throttle, the bike almost kind of starts to run away with you a little bit. The throttle is too light, but this feels like it's weighted. It feels like there's a spring or something in there that's weighted, so it feels like you've got a certain amount of resistance, so it's good. I like it. So we're in 4th gear, so thumb 30 miles an hour in 4th gear, and we're going to wind her on. Oh baby, hello. That does not disappoint. That does not disappoint. Wow. Yeah, okay. So we're up to legal speed straight away. In fact, we went over legal speeds quite quickly there. That was very nice. Now it hasn't got the electronic gear shift like a lot of modern bikes have, but as I understand it, Harley Davidson are not ruling out one may be in development, and they refuse to speak about anything that is in development. So what's this space? For those of you who have never seen my channel before, I've got a prolapse disc in the lower part of my back, so comfort is really important to me, funnily enough. Am I comfortable? Yes, I am. Let's see if I can work out. Oh, there you go. Aha! Cruise control, baby. Nice. So, should be able to turn it off. There you go. Just by pushing the throttle forward, you switch it off. So, wow, there is nothing wrong with this engine. There is nothing wrong with this engine. Well, there's in town covered, there's your motorway covered. Let's head on up here and let's go on some slightly smaller roads. Fifth gear, 42 miles an hour. Look at that. No problems at all. It's a nice place to be. It's a nice place to be. Okay, so there's something I've just discovered. You can adjust the screen whilst you're riding. A little clip. Give it a push. Now, while I was riding on the A14 just back there at motorway speeds, I didn't find any mad buffeting around my helmet or anything, so that's nice. I might actually drop the screen into the lower position on my way back and see how it goes then. Right. Busy up here today. So, here it is, the Harley Davidson Pan America 1250. Brand spanking new for 2021. I quite liked it when I saw it on the road show that they did a couple of weeks ago. And now that I've ridden it, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Up front there is a 19-inch front wheel, and at the rear there is a 17-inch rear wheel. The engine is 1250. I've actually warmed to the front end of the bike. It's subjective, isn't it, really, the front end of the bike, but I think the bike looks particularly smart from that angle. I think it looks really smart from that angle. I quite like it from this angle. It's nice to sit on, it's comfortable. The engine is as I thought it would be. Bags and bags of torque, not as much torque as I would like on the shut of the throttle, but I shall take it down this road in a moment. Anyway, so it's keyless, nice TFT screen. Harley Davidson logo on the startup. Tells you what rider mode you're in. Goes through a little pre-check. And then it's good to start. I quite like the engine note actually. We're always going to want to put a different end can on the bike, and Harley Davidson do an aftermarket Screaming Eagle spec end can. Obviously I don't know what that sounds like. Anyway, it's enough waffle from the side of the road. I only have this bike for an hour, so let's get back on it and ride it. Putting it into gear, I'm actually surprised. I expected it to be a proper clunk. I was hoping the engine would be surprising and deliver something that I'm experiencing. The engine is not disappointing me at all. Quality. Yeah, it screams quality. I like it. Do you know what? I might sound like a complete lunatic when I say this. I have ridden a couple of cruiser bikes. You can actually feel, now this sounds whatever, but you can actually feel a certain amount of Harley Davidson DNA in the bike. And I think that's a good thing. I'll take a slightly smaller road than the ones I've just been on and see how it goes on proper little country roads. I mean, these are country roads, because you can do 60 on these ones. Oh, love the way it pulls. Love the way it pulls. Yeah, a little bit of counter steer going into the corner, so I'm not going to push it. It's not my bike. I wanted to get just a bit of an idea of how it felt. It's a nice place to be, HD. It's a nice place to be. Well, all I can say is a massive, huge thank you ever so much to all of the lovely people at Harley Davidson. I've enjoyed this a lot. I don't know what else I can say about it really. Yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of a debrief when I get back to Newmarket Harley Davidson, and I'll give you my final thoughts when I'm not shouting at the camera. In the meantime, here is a montage of some photographs I took whilst out riding the bike. And there you have it. Thank you ever so much to one and all at Harley Davidson Newmarket for allowing me the opportunity to take the Pan America out for a quick blast this afternoon. Most enjoyable. I'm going home now on my own bike to think about and process all of my thoughts and feelings about the Pan America. Very nice. Until next time, people, take care. Bye bye.